Hello everybody and welcome to the next game of the DelotA Dota 2 Amateur Tournament. I'm just delicious. I'm completely on my own once again. Vague Raconteur cannot be here, and we are going to be bringing you solo mid or feed versus BK very shortly. We're just waiting for one more player to turn up, and then we can start, and you should be able to see my main screen. And the winners of this game will be playing later today in about 2 hours. In about an hour. Versus Pussy Patrol. That game will not be live streamed, however. The live streamed game in 1 hour is going to be Jambo versus Imba Battle.net, so that's going to be a very big game. That is the quarter-final game as well, and it looks like all of BK are actually here now, so it does look like we will be able to start very shortly as soon as one of the players has joined their team. And and basically, the other games that we've got coming up for you are we're going to be seeing one Pure versus Feed Runners tomorrow. That's a losers bracket game. That's quite a big game as well because both those teams have been playing very well. And Imba Battle.net versus Jambo will be playing Extreme Rage in the final of the winners bracket, and that's going to be a very big game. It's going to be interesting to see who can get all the way to the final, the grand finals in that one. And Imba Battle.net, as we know, won the last tournament, and they're already into the semi-finals. So they're always in for a shot to make it to those grand finals. And all they have to do is get past Jambo and Extreme Range. But we know how good both of those teams are. We've seen them both play before, and hopefully this game will be starting very shortly. Hopefully you'll be joining us in an hour for our game, which will be Jambo versus Imba Battle.net, and it looks like both the teams are ready, so it looks like we will be starting very soon. Both teams are ready, and we are off. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this game as much as we will, because this is going to be a very interesting game. It's a shame that Vague can't be here. He's doing something to do with his family. I don't know. He can really do whatever he wants. But we do have some very exciting news for DelotA. Next month, for our March tournament, we will no longer be under the name DelotA. We will be merging with Next Level Gaming Series. Everything will still be the same, but we will be using their website. Everything will be going through their website. Me and Vague will still be casting all of the games. It'll still be the same setup. If you want any questions or anything, come to me personally on my Steam. I'm Jamie Dilo, add me, and that's basically what's going to be happening. We're going to be merging with NLGS. It's very exciting. They're a big company as it is, so hopefully we'll be able to bring you guys some prizes and such as well. And enough about that, because we are going on to BK versus Solo Mid or Feed in the losers bracket to play against Pussy Patrol. This is a big game for both teams, so they're both going to have to be on form to try and take the win. And we know how good both these teams are, so it should be a very interesting game. Immediately we see the Magnus and the Nyx Assassin bans. Those bans are kind of what you would expect. We see those very often, pretty much all the time. So those two heroes to get banned out straight away does make a lot of sense, and the Batrider we can be expecting to leave the pool very shortly. And a few heroes that have made it up into the tier 1 sort of first picks, first ban section recently. Wisp is one of those ones that's getting picked up a lot more now than he used to as that support hero, just because of his relocate is so strong, and that tether with the overcharge can really be used to great effect with a lot of heroes. So he's being banned out a lot more often, and Enchantress in the pro scene is starting to see a lot more play. But once again, we see that our teams don't really bother much with Enchantress. They don't seem to be too comfortable with her. They don't seem to pick her up. Templar Assassin getting banned by Solo Middle Feed, giving BK the Batrider. So Batrider, the big pick in the pool, and SMF goes straight for Undying and Keeper of the Light. So they knew their plan against Batrider. They knew BK would be picking him up, and they decide to get the Undying and the Keeper of the Light, two of the strongest support heroes in the game. They can work quite well together. They do. There's a lot of nuke. But you have to feel that on that tri-lane, a Shadow Demon works a lot better than Keeper of the Light. They just synergize so well together, and BK pick up the Phantom Lancer, the ridiculously strong carry, and he doesn't really have much of a counter right now. The best you can hope for is a Keeper of the Light Illuminate and a Gyrocopter to help beat that Phantom Lancer, and there's no reason why SMF can't pick up the Gyrocopter when it comes back to them. We've seen it happen. Teams are much more likely to fill out their tri-lane as quickly as possible, just because of how little amazingly good carries there are right now. And especially ones that counter Phantom Lancer, I would definitely be expecting them to pick up maybe a Gyrocopter next, finish off their tri-lane, and then start looking to their other lanes after. Because we've seen the tri-lane be the most important lane in this game, and that's why I think the Enchantress has come into this a lot more, because she gives a massive early game presence. She can just walk into the jungle, nick a creep, and then really harass pretty heavily on the lane. She's very, very good with Keeper. Her pushing ability is absolutely ridiculously strong right at the start of the game, as is Keeper's, so they can push a lot of towers down very, very early, and that's the sort of thing you need to counter this meta, where the games go on for about 45 to 50 minutes just farming, and it's basically just a carry off to see which carry can get the most farmed by the end of the game, who can disable the enemy's carry the longest. And these early game pushing heroes are very, very good in this sort of meta. So Enchantress, I really would be surprised if she makes it through once again, especially after the amount of teams that have picked her up. I think BK's captain has actually left, so SMF's captain has actually disconnected, maybe? Is that the captain? I'm not entirely sure how they work this, but it obviously isn't, because Puck has been picked up. Hopefully they will be coming back very, very shortly. I'll just check the chat to see if anything's being said. Doesn't look like anything has. But Puck being picked up by BK, so they're going to go straight for that Puck that's going to be in mid. And no, definitely not going to be in mid, because they have Batrider. So where they put the Puck is entirely up to them. More than likely going to be on that off lane. She is quite a good off laner. She has a lot of survivability. She's very, very difficult to kill, especially at the beginning of the game. So I can see her being put on the off lane. She's just going to be sat there trying to get up her levels and just trying to get that nuke potential that Puck has as fast as possible. That ultimate is so ridiculously strong. Very good with Firefly as well, holding them all in place so they all can get burnt burnt down by the Batrider. Apologise for that. And get burnt down by that Batrider Firefly, and obviously you can set up very, very good lassos with it. So the Puck, a really good pick, a very open hero. It doesn't really limit BK for what they can pick in the last. And solo mid or feed going for Tinker. So they've decided to pick Tinker up, and I can only feel that Tinker's going to be going mid, and you can see the immediate gyro ban from BK. They know the threat of Gyrocopter versus Phantom Lancer. They want him out of the pool. Solo middle feed, just they don't really have anyone to carry as hard as Phantom Lancer anymore, because the Gyrocopter's gone. That Tinker pick is very, very strange, and BK immediately get rid of the Sven as well, so they're getting rid of anyone with any sort of cleave. They really want this Phantom Lancer to be the absolute force in this game, but Tinker versus Batrider in mid, Tinker's going to have an absolutely horrible time. He has no escape, he only has a nuke, but the nuke's going to do nothing against Batrider. If Batrider could push the lane, and then Firefly, Batrider doesn't need to attack Tinker to kill him, so he's not going to pull tower aggro if he can get his creeps there. And Tinker's going to have a massive problem with that. I don't think Tinker's going to be able to keep up whatsoever with Batrider and mid. The March could be a little bit annoying, but it's not going to do nearly as much damage as that Firefly. And especially if we can get a few charges of sticky nape on him, this Tinker's just going to melt. So a very, very odd pick. It's going to have to be interesting to see what they decide to do with that Tinker, whether they do just bung him in mid, or whether maybe they try and counter the Puck. I'm not entirely sure. Tinker's not particularly good against Puck either, though, because she can just dodge all of his spells if she's quick-fingered. The Wisp getting banned out by BK, and that's what we're talking about once again. The Wisp ban, very, very, very big at the moment. He's a very annoying hero, and he can be used to great effect, especially with Tinker. Actually, he can be used to good effect with Tinker. So there's a reason that they might have banned him out. If Tinker does go for that ganking sort of max your laser, max your rocket, get with that Wisp, relocate, and just nuke everyone down in a few seconds, maybe that's what they're going for. I'm not entirely sure, but the Wisp ban still always a good ban, and a solo middle feed, banning out the Shadow Demon, obviously a very, very strong support. Good with Phantom Lancer as well. Good with anyone, pretty much, just because of that Soul Catcher and the Disruption. Banning out Jakiro, so Jakiro, another very, very strong tri-lane support, and the Silencer. Silencer, a hero that we haven't really seen many of, because he's just constantly banned as soon as he was released into Captain's Mode. Maybe the teams just feel like he's still a little bit overpowered. Maybe it's his ultimate that they don't like. But either way, all the teams seem to be banning him out. No one seems to like him. No one wants to pick him up. The only time I've seen him get picked up, he got absolutely destroyed by Templar Assassin in mid. But I suppose he'd be played more as a tri-lane support. That's kind of his role. He's not a farmer. He's definitely just a supporting hero. So, yeah, SMF probably just banned him out for his ultimate, and Rubik getting picked up by BK. So, BK going for more really strong heroes, picking up Rubik. SMF getting the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter very strong on that offlane. Strongest offlane hero in the game, without a doubt. And if he comes up against a Puck, Puck's going to have a lot of trouble keeping him down, just because he can come out of Invis with that Janada strike, do a lot of damage, and then just go straight back Invis again and walk away. And there's nothing Puck can do about it. Puck can't really dodge it at all. I mean, the phase shift isn't gonna do anything. She'll just have to sit there for a second, and Bounty Hunter will just attack her again anyway. So doesn't really do much. But yeah, that Bounty Hunter pickup's very, very good. I'm surprised that BK didn't ban him out, actually, just to try and keep this Puck on the best off lane that they could. And BK just looking for their third tri-lane support. Who it can be. We've still got Shadow Shaman getting picked up. So Shadow Shaman, a hero that's not very prevalent in the meta right now, but they really, really like him, and he's going to be very influential against whatever carry solo middle feed decide to pick up now, because they're looking for a carry. They're looking for the carry to finish off their tri-lane. They have Tinker mid, they have Bounty Hunter on the off, so they're just looking for one more hero, and Shadow Shaman is a very, very big pickup. They're going for very early game push. You can see they have the Batrider for the early ganks. They have Phantom Lancer, who can be quite influential at the beginning of the game if he can get that diffusal blade very fast. Puck, a very early game hero, and Shadow Shaman with those wards being able to push towers very, very fast. So BK have got a very nice, fast, aggressive pushing lineup, and a solo middle feed. They do have very good anti-push, actually. They have the Undying and the Keeper of the Light, so they have the counter to BK's lineup. Strange that BK decided to still go for it, even though they gave away the Undying and the Keeper of the Light straight away. They still obviously fancy their chances of pushing down some very early towers, trying to take an early win, even against the Illuminate spam and that Tombstone. Solo middle feed, still thinking about their carry options. Luna is still in the pool if they want to pick her up. She's probably the strongest carry left in the pool, Luna, right now. Faceless Void is still there if they wanted to pick up Void and maybe go a little bit old school. He hasn't been picked up for a while, but they go for Dragon Knight, so Dragon Knight is going to be their carry. Another carry we don't see very much of recently, but he's still very, very big, very influential. His Dragon Breath can really get him farm when no other carry would be allowed to get it. So apparently I'm just got a message. No, it's a this game is a best of one. But yeah, Forgotten Fury taking up that Dragon Knight. He is going to want complete free farm, and Breath Fire, Fire Breath is definitely going to give him that farm, even though if their tri-lane gets beat, but I seriously doubt it will. They have Undying, Keeper of the Light, and a Dragon Knight, and that's a very, very strong nuke sort of tri-lane. They can really nuke from the early levels, and that ridiculously long Dragon Tail stun as well. If they catch someone with that, they're going to die almost certainly. So I'll run through both teams as you would expect. Tainted will be taking up the Bounty Hunter. We see Giant on this Tinker. Valynx will be on the Undying. Forgotten Fury taking up the Dragon Knight. And a Black Devil will be on the Keeper of the Light, flicking it over. We can see Uncle Fester will be taking up the Batrider. Kulgan will be on the Rubik. Ha ha ha, taking up the Phantom Lancer. KV Panda. Well, KV Pand, KVA, I'm going to call him Panda, will be taking up the Shadow Shaman, and 3L will be on the Puck. So both teams just kind of walking into the enemy's jungle to get their wards down, to make sure that they're safe while they ward. Keeper of the Light picking up the wards for this team. Both teams are looking to catch someone out, but neither team's going to be able to get it. And a little bit of lag there from the DelotA client. That's a little bit strange, but that happens recently after the latest patches. It has been lagging quite a lot, but they have quite a lot of wards. BK, they're just hanging around looking if they can get someone, and so are SMF. Neither team is going to find the other one here. They're both just doing their best to scout. They really just want to make this work. Nice observer ward placement there, blocks the camp, and very, very difficult to see. You actually have to cut down the tree to be able to get to it. No blocking of the camps, I don't think, from BK quite yet. I don't think they're quite going for it, unless Puck has the one to block the camp. No, maybe not. Both teams back off, and it looks like both teams are going to be going for the rune spawns bottom. So it looks like Uncle Fest is going to have a very, very fast haste rune. That's going to be very annoying for Tinker in mid. And this entire tri-lane from solo middle feed now walking all the way down to bottom, and the tri-lane from BK also going bottom. So we're going to see a tri-v-tri, and if it comes down to it, you have to say that the best tri-lane is certainly on the side of SMF, although it looks like they've swapped it around again. They want the puck to be up against the tri-lane as soon as they knew. They're all just walking up to top. They want as much farm as possible. They feel they can get more farm at the top than they can at the bottom. And a little bit of a call, ha ha ha, just saying he needs a pause for just for a minute. And yeah, if we flick up the last hits and denies, because the game has actually started, Bounty Hunter obviously taking a very, very small, fast lead, because there is no one to oppose him from BK quite yet. So this is what Bounty Hunter wanted. He wanted to be left on the lane, completely on his own. The sentries have been brought up by a Shadow Shaman, by Panda, so they're going to have the sentry wards against him, so he's not going to get any farm once they actually get onto the lane. They're going to keep nuking him down. Forgotten Fury and versus this Puck, it's going to be basically a tri-lane versus Puck, and we'll have to see what Puck can do. She has the haste, so she's just going to back off as the haste runs out. Forgotten Fury is going to get complete free farm, but is it going to be enough to counter the sort of farm that we can be expecting Phantom Lancer to get? Because Phantom Lancer is one of the best snowball heroes in this game at the moment, and he's easily the best carry right now. He can out carry pretty much anyone, and they're going to have to be on their top game if they're going to be able to shut him down, keep him locked down, get Forgotten Fury farmed, and make sure this Puck doesn't get any levels. That's going to be very important. If this Puck continues to get levels, there's not really going to be much they can do to stop her in the mid game, just because of how survivable Puck is. Puck is ridiculously survivable. Looking on this off lane, this Bounty Hunter is still doing very, very well, sitting at 5 and 2. They have the sentry wards. I expect one of them is going to be placed up now. Maybe they're going to go for it. There's the telekinesis. They have the shackle. The shackle's used as well. Ha, trying to right click. So is Kulgan. They're not going to get him though. They don't have enough to bring him down at level 1, but he's definitely been harassed an awful lot. He's going to pot up and maybe get back in lane, but that's wasted an entire pot from Bounty Hunter, and he knows the sentries are there now, and he's going to have to play very, very defensively for the rest of this game. Uncle Fester doing a good job in mid against this Tinker, as you would expect. He's going to keep lavering him with those sticky napalms, and then maybe go for a dive eventually once he's pushed this lane out, because he really can afford to. He's picked up a stout shield just to maybe stop against Tinker's right clicks, because Tinker's right clicks are quite strong. They're not overly strong, but they're quite strong. So there's a reason he picked that up straight away instead of just rushing his bottle. But he does have a bottle now if he wants to get it. And they've actually completely swapped again. So now we see Tainted versus Puck, and both tri-lanes will be coming up against each other. Solo middle feed feel they have the better tri-lane, which I think is the right decision. They've swapped it back up. Nice ward placement by Panda, actually. They're not going to be able to de-ward that. They don't have any sentries. And they're going to see whenever anything tries to come from SMF, they're going to have a perfect vision of it. If a TP gets popped, they're going to have the vision. And actually, it looked like Tinker gets first blood against Batrider, as Batrider maybe tried the dive, and Tinker has gone for that max laser and rocket build, and he actually managed to nuke him down. So that's very surprising that Tinker got the kill. He didn't get away on a lot of HP, but he still managed to get it, and that's very, very surprising, and that's not going to help Batrider at all. He needs to keep ahead of this Tinker if he's going to be able to continually gank him. But we know the power of Batrider. He could quite easily come straight back into this lane and get a kill on the back of that little bit of a mishap. Obviously, he wasn't expecting quite as much as he was getting, and we see once again this tri-lane is swapping. They don't feel like it's working well enough for them. They're going to swap it back down. They want to try and keep their solo versus them, and Puck's actually gone up now, so we can actually see the Phantom Lancer is going to be soloing against Tainted on the Bounty Hunter, and Bounty Hunter's going to have a very, very nice time against Haha. You can see the right click damage he's already doing to him. He's already not quite far ahead on farm, sorry, but he is about equal on farm. And Tainted's just calling a little bit of lag, so he's going to be Forgotten Fury will be reconnecting and coming back into this game. But Giant getting first blood against Batrider is pretty huge. I mean, he's pretty much an entire level ahead of him. Giant's going to be popping level 6 very, very shortly, and Uncle Fester still at level 4, nearly level 5. So that's not going to help the mid game from Batrider. He needs to get those levels up as soon as he can. He needs to get level 6 as soon as he can, and then start ganking and helping the lanes. But if things carry on like this, there's not really anyone he can gank. He can go bottom to try and gank Bounty Hunter. He'll have to carry an observer, a sentry with him. But that Shadow Walk's going to be very, very, very useful for just walking away. But apparently, bad news for SMF. Fury actually can't rejoin the game. That's very, very strange. That must be a DelotA bug. The button is missing for him to rejoin. Okay, that's very weird. I can't remember exactly how to find the match ID for this game. If someone can find the match ID for this game, that would be very, very nice, because then maybe he can use the console to reconnect. We can rematch. Okay, they want to wait for a minute and see if he can come back. Give him a minute or two. Okay, he's just staying on the console, so hopefully he should be able to rejoin this game, and that'd be useful if he could. If you Google, it's really easy. I can't Google myself as I'm. But yeah, this DelotA bug once again causing havoc. He disconnected and he can't rejoin, so that's such a pain. Why it would do that, I have no idea. It seems to do it quite often, actually. There's still quite a lot of bugs. It's obviously still a beta, so we'll let them off. The game's kind of going as you would expect, although the kill for Giant in mid was pretty big. It was Giant if you let me have another pun. But if we remake, that's going to set him back quite a lot, because his Batrider definitely has the better of mid against Tinker, and Uncle Fester, if he gets it right the next time, he's going to be getting a few kills against him as opposed to the other way round. So that's a little bit of a shame for him, but it's one of his teammates that can't reconnect. So if he can't reconnect, and we actually have to go to a new game, I'm sure he won't mind too much. I'm sure he'd rather that than just a straight forfeit. So that's absolutely fine. Bounty Hunter was doing quite well actually on this bottom lane. He's sitting at 12-2 versus Ha Ha Ha, who is 11-0. But Ha 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 did have a tri lane for quite a while, so Tainted doing exceptionally well. He's even a level ahead because he was solo. So Ha 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 is going to have a very, very hard time on that tri lane solo against him. Why they decided to put Phantom Lancer solo against this Bounty, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they thought that because Bounty didn't have enough regen, they could just do it. The double damage has spawned at bottom. Okay, it looks like it's fixed. Okay, excellent. It looks like this game will be going on then. It looks like it has been fixed. It looks like Tinker's kill will stand, which is very, very good for him. He has the courier sent to him now. He has his wand and his boots, so he's going to be looking to make his boots of travel as soon as he can and just start teleporting around the map, causing an absolute nightmare for BK. If he can get those travel boots within 7 minutes, he's going to have a very, very nice time. He's going to be able to farm the entire map. He's going to be able to jump down bottom, take towers. Nothing's happening. Okay, we might actually have to remake. Okay, we'll have to remake. That is a massive shame. And it looks like we are going to have to remake this game. That is such a huge shame, and that is actually going to maybe put off very slightly Imber Battle.net versus Jambo. We do apologise. It's like 25 past now, so unless this is a short game, 35 minutes, then unfortunately it looks like it is going to have to be put back 10 or 15 minutes, but hopefully you'll all know that. If anybody wants to watch that game and they jump onto the stream to watch it, they're going to see that we're still doing this one. So yeah, we are going to be having the same teams as you would expect, and maybe this is going to shake things up pretty heavily, because now we have to think, are they going to lane the same way as they did in that one? Because they can't surely put a Phantom Lancer solo against a Bounty Hunter, and they'll be expecting the opposition to do exactly what they did in that game, and that could give one of them the edge if they manage to just psych them out very, very very, very slightly. And okay, that's very strange. It must have just been a crash. Um, But yeah, we do apologise for this, guys. We don't like seeing this happen, but we went for the remake because we figured it would be the best thing to do. We don't want to see either of these teams have to forfeit just because of something like that, and it'll give both teams a good chance to still win because they both obviously like their drafts. And this is a losers bracket game, which is a bit unfortunate. So the loser of this game will be knocked out. But yeah, both teams still have a good opportunity. We can't say this remake has really hurt either team because we did remake very, very, very quickly within the first 4 minutes of the game, so that's absolutely fine. If it went on for much longer, then we wouldn't have had to been able to remake, and everything would have had to stand, and I think BK would have had the win. But we've been able to do this, which is fantastic, and hopefully you can now hear me in game. For everyone that is hearing me, that is watching in game, hopefully you can hear me again. I have open mic on, and these teams will just be picking up very, very fast, picking the heroes that they need very fast, jumping straight into the game, and everything will continue as it was. So it is on all picks. So the teams will just be picking up their heroes now, and it's going to be interesting to see whether the Batrider versus Tinker goes the same way as it did, because I think Uncle Fester on Batrider is going to have some idea of what Tinker's going to be building now. He obviously didn't know last time. He thought he'd be going more March. He dived him and he got nuked down. Obviously a little bit of a mistake, but I doubt he'll be making that again. So he's not going to be falling for that same trick. And I hate that it doesn't let me get to the game once everybody is picked. It's so annoying. I have to wait another 20 odd seconds. It's like everybody is picked. Just let us go, please. I hope Valve do implement something like that, where you can just start the game early if everybody is picked up, and you don't have to sit through the waiting screen, especially in a practice lobby where repicks aren't particularly used. So I won't run through the teams again. I feel like that'll be a bit of a waste. Same players, same teams, or maybe I will actually, just in case we cut the beginning of the stream off. So Giant will be on the Tinker, Forgotten Fury will be handling the Dragon Knight, Tainted will be on that Batrider, Valinx will be on the Undying, and Black Devil will be on the Keeper of the Light. If we flick it back over to the Dire, we see Uncle Fester will be on the Batrider, Kulgan on that Rubik, we see Panda will be taking up the Shadow Shaman, on the Phantom Lancer, and 3L will be on that Puck. And both teams just walking down to the enemy's jungle. They're not going to find anything in there because, once again, they're both going to the opposite's jungle just to make sure they can get their wards down. And you can see the drawing on the map from Tainted, who is leading the way, pops his Shadow Walk. He's going to be seeing who he can find. He's going to find absolutely nothing. The wards are going to get placed in the optimum positions. They're gonna like what they're doing. Everything's going as it was in the first game. Neither team deciding to shake it up, and we will probably see exactly what we did in the first game occur in this one. Where's the tri lane going to stay from SMF? It's going to stay at top. Bounty Hunter now trying to go back to mid. He's going to be rotating through mid, to get to bottom. The tri lane from BK going top, and they have left Phantom Lancer on his own again, so they're going to have the Puck, the Rubik and the Shadow Shaman on the tri lane and running this Batrider in mid. Little bit strange, but they obviously feel like they can get Phantom Lancer more farm on his own versus Bounty Hunter than they can against this tri lane from solo mid or feed, which makes sense because this tri lane is ridiculously strong. And Keeper picking up Illuminator level 1, which is a little bit strange, but Dragon Knight doesn't really need his mana until he gets to level 2 and picks up that Brief Fire anyway. So Undying still not picked up a skill. He's almost certainly going to be picking up Decay. That's such a powerful spell at level 1. Can really harass down exceptionally well. Rubik hanging around the back. He doesn't have the wards. Who does have the wards? It is Shadow Shaman, who has 2 of each. So he's going to be doing whatever he needs to do. We're going to put up the last hits and denies straight away so we can see what happens. And look at that spam from Valinx. Really hurting Puck. She's already on less than 100 HP. She's eating a tango, and she's getting absolutely destroyed on this tri-lane already. She gets stunned, and she's just straight up dead. Looking down bottom, Phantom Lancer not doing particularly well against Tainted. I don't think it's going to go very, very well for him against Tainted. Tainted is surely going to have the better of the last hits as soon as he gets to level 2 and can pick up this Junada strike. And there it is now. He's going to be doing a lot more damage, and you can see that he really does harass Ha 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 quite heavily, although he's not really going for the last hits of the deny. So Ha Ha Ha's picking up quite a lot of them. Tainted now picking up 1 or 2. And Uncle Fester in mid versus Giant is going to be a big, big game. Giant still going the same way he did last time, picking up, maxing those rockets and lasers, not really picking up his march, but he doesn't really need to. We're going to keep an eye out top though, because this is going to be very interesting. Both teams have a lot of nuke up here, and if they throw all the nukes out at the same time, it's going to be a lot of damage going each way, and it's going to get a little bit hectic. Looking at bottom, Tainted has already got his poor man's shield, so he'll be picking that up, and that's going to give him a lot of defense against this Phantom Lancer if he goes to trade blows, which he almost certainly will be. He will be just be looking for that odd one or two trade, so he can get as much farm as he needs. Ha Ha Ha's just has paused there. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but there's an item bug. Hurrah! Oh dear me, dearie me. Phantom Lancer now reconnect. I hope he can reconnect. Apparently there's been a bug with his items, and now he's had to leave. Oh dear. The item is stuck on the cursor. Okay. So many bugs in this game. We do apologize. I've never had this before in my life. I've never had 2 games where it's bugged out. I'm diving after 1 minute 30. So true. Shout out to Valve from Coolin. He obviously likes the job they're doing, even though it's not working particularly well in this game. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, this tri-lane at bottom is definitely going to go the way of solo middle feed. They have the better tri-lane, and Coolgan and 3L very close to very close to leveling up. And so is Panda. So they're gonna be hitting level 2 very shortly, which is fine for them. But SMF do have a very slight lead. Please give Tinker first blood. That's very optimistic. Very optimistic. But Keeper of the Light, as soon as he hits level 2, he's going to be able to use that Chakra Magic on Forgotten Fury quite a lot, so he can spam his Brief Fire. He's actually gone into Dragon Blood at level 2, so he's getting harassed quite a lot, and he obviously doesn't like the amount he's getting harassed. And still more banter coming out. That Tinker wants First Blood, or he's going to report them, because he got First Blood last time. And he doesn't like things being changed. He can't handle change. He doesn't like it. And if this Batrider can keep spamming Q, his sticky napalm on Tinker's going to have a bad time on this lane. He's going to be moving very slowly, and if Batrider just decides to dive him, he's going to get a very easy kill. Tinker has his bottle already. If he wants to pick it up and have it sent to him, he's almost certainly going to be doing that pretty much as soon as this is unpaused. And BK calling, asking if they like the tri-lane, and it is a little bit cute, putting Puck on the tri-lane. That is a cute thing to do, especially with a Shadow Shaman and a Rubik. It's very strange. And yeah, Phantom Lancer versus Tainted. It's going the way of Tainted. It's almost certainly just going to keep going more and more in Tainted's favour as they get more levels up. I mean, Phantom Lancer can spam Spirit Lance, but not very much. And Bounty Hunter can just spam Junada. It's going to do a lot of damage. I mean, it gives him 225% bonus damage at the max level, and it doesn't use any mana, so it's absolutely ridiculous. And yes, Phantom Lancer has been able to reconnect. You have never seen me in real life. Okay, very strange. Oh yes, banter between teams now. As a little bit of a fight between Bounty Hunter and Undying to see who looks more like a meatball. But it looks like we are going to be going now. Everybody is ready, and we will be unpausing. Here we go. Finally, we can continue this game after all the bugs and all the problems. We can finally have the game that we wanted from the start. Tainted hanging around. Is he going to be going for the last hits or the harass? He's going for the harass. He noticed that Ha-Ha-Ha's not on a lot of mana. He's just going to chase him down and harass him as much as possible. And Ha-Ha having to pop the healing salve just to walk away. And Tainted really does have the better of this lane. He has his poor man's shields. That's going to help him a lot against Ha-Ha-Ha and the harass that he can bring down on him. And he still has the healing salve, which is important. Ha-Ha's actually had to pop all of his regen already just to stay ahead of this bounty hunter, or stay with the bounty hunter. And Puck tries a little bit of a clever block of the Undying, but it didn't happen. And this is where we can see the Keeper of the Light in the tri-lane being so strong, being able to stand in the trees, spam that Illuminate over and through, and really hurt them quite a lot. And if Forgotten Fury had stunned Puck then, Puck was in a little bit of trouble. She wasn't on a lot of HP, and I think Valynx was expecting the stun to come out because he used his Soul Rip, and 1 Q would have certainly got the kill. So if Forgotten Fury had stunned Puck, Puck was just dead. But Puck's been able to regen now. We can see Shadow Shaman maybe just stack pulling. He's dropped his sentry wards for some reason. Oh, he's giving them to the courier, sending them bottom, just so that his Phantom Lancer can have a bit of a nicer time against Bounty Hunter and have sentries. That's a smart move actually, to give this Phantom Lancer as best a time as he can have, because he's very slightly behind on experience. He's going to have caught that up now, but yeah, he's getting harassed pretty heavily, and he's going to need something to keep ahead of Tainted, and he can't let the Shadow Strike and Junada get too far ahead of him, or he's not going to be able to catch up. And he's just going to keep spamming that Q. It doesn't do nearly as much damage for the amount of mana he has to put into it at this stage. It does pretty much nothing. Looking at top of this tri-lane v tri-lane again, I'm not entirely sure who's getting the best deal out of this, because Forgotten Fury's not getting as much farm as the Phantom Lancer is on the solo, and he needs to be keeping up with him at least. He's actually slightly caught up now with a few last hits in a row, but Forgotten Fury on this tri-lane isn't doing probably as well as they would have hoped. They have a much stronger tri-lane, they just can't keep him locked down. I mean, this Puck can do a lot of damage with the orb. That's why Forgotten Fury went into his Dragon Blood at level 2. Puck actually dodges that one, so a nice dodge by the Puck. And the null field is going to be very important, because all of this damage is coming out is magic damage, and Rubik can block a good amount of that. 5% at level 1, going up to 20% at level 4, and that's a ridiculous amount of damage to block. And everything is magical damage, so it's going to be interesting to see whether they can actually win this tri-lane as you would expect them to, with Undying and Keeper of the Light. Keeper of the Light just continuing to chakra himself to get that Illuminate spam as much as he can. He's going to be illuminating into the trees. Shadow Shaman doesn't see it coming. He takes a chunk of HP. And a chunk of damage, sorry. And yeah, it's just a little bit of fighting at the moment, but no one on this tri-lane from BK is getting any farm. I'm not entirely sure what they're hoping for, but Rubik's sat on 7 and 2, and he's the highest farmed in the tri-lane, versus this Dragonite who's at 17 and 7. So they're really winning it pretty heavily, and you can see that Uncle Fester winning mid as well. He can really get a lot more last hits than Tinker can, just because of that sticky napalm spam. There's not really much that can be done for Giant. Giant's in at 14 and 2, and Batrider massively ahead on a 25 and 10. You can see the spam coming out from Giant, but he has a bottle, so he's going to be able to catch it. They're both going for the rune. Who's going to pick it up? If Batrider can get it, that's going to be huge. They've both used all of their bottle charges. Batrider gets it after using all of his bottle, and he's going to be looking to gank now that he has an invis and an illusion has spawned. So he's going to have both of these runes. That's very, very important. He's looking to go bottom now, and he's going to try and jump Tainted, especially seeing that they have the sentry ward up on Ha-Ha. This is perfectly reasonable. If they can get a good initiation with the Batrider, then Tainted is dead. Uncle Fester hanging around. Does he know where he is? I don't think he does. Tainted has gone into the shop, and Tainted's just gone to hide. As soon as he knew that the bounty hunter, the Batrider had that invis, he's taking no chances. He's teleporting bottom. He looks like he might be wanting to try something. Maybe they can actually swap this up and get a kill, because they have no sentries on this lane. They sent them all to PL, and he'll know this. So they're actually going to start. Are they going to start on the Puck? Yes, they are. Puck is going to fall, almost certainly. First blood goes to Dragon Knight. Really nice play by solo middle feed. They knew the Batrider was going bottom, and as soon as they knew that, the Tainted swapped it up to top, where they didn't have the sentries. Picks up first blood for Forgotten Fury. That's going to help his farm a lot. We'll just check how much he's got. He's got his treads, and he's also got his an extra 700 gold on top, so he's going to be looking to make his Helm of the Dominator very soon. Tainted hanging around. He really wants to dive them again. He really wants to wait for one of them to get out of position. Kulgan looks like he may have got a little bit out of position, but he actually backs off. And we'll flick it over to net worth. We can see Dragon Knight miles ahead. Getting the bounty kill is really, really important. He's on 2,500 net worth, and no one from BK is even close. The pings come out, though. They know that Tainted's there, although Panda's going to get caught. There's the stun from BK. He's going to fall. Bounty Hunter gets the last hit. Another track kill goes to SMF, and Shadow Shaman getting caught slightly out of position, and he tried to back off as quick as he could. He just couldn't get away, and a really nice kill again, solo middle feed. Forgotten Fury really getting farmed. He sat on 1k because of these track kills. They do actually manage to take a tower. And Batrider combining to take it in the absence of Bounty Hunter, and that will have helped them a little bit. I mean, Batrider on 2,300, so he's not doing bad, but they've really got to try and stop Forgotten Fury now, because he's getting pretty far ahead of and that's not what they want. If he can get very farmed up, he's gonna have a bad time trying to keep up with him. And we can see Giant now coming up against in mid. Probably gonna have a better time. Although Tainted's here, so they're just going to dive him. The track will get the kill. There it is. They're going to combo off on him, surely. The Tinker, is he going to use his rockets anytime soon? He wants to try and use them to get the kill. They do get the kill. Another track kill goes for SMF, and very important at the beginning of this game that they get as many track kills as they can, and Batrider getting the dive on top as well, taking out Undying. Forgotten Fury has to back away, so nice play by Batrider. While they were ganking mid, he rotated to top, managed to get a kill. Exactly what they need to do. They need to try and get ahead of kills. They need to try and keep this team locked down. He looks like he's going for a Vanguard. He's picked up his Ring of Health, and he needs to keep doing that to stay ahead. Tainted right in the middle of them, though. They don't have any protection. He's going for Panda again. They're going to get the kill. Dragon Knight picks it up this time. Now they're going on to Puck. She can combo to get away, though. There's no way they're going to be able to get Puck. There she goes. And Kulgan hanging around in the forest. Does he have an escape? He doesn't have money for the TP. They don't know he's there, I don't think. They're searching for him. They can't find him. Surely they know he's in there. The Tainted gets the kill on Puck. But is Kulgan going to be able to get away from this? They're all surrounding the forest. They surely know he's there. Surely. They just haven't checked the one place that he's standing. They've checked the entire other part of the shop. And Panda's going to get caught again by Bounty Hunter. Is he going to shackle him? Or Chicken? No, he couldn't, because Undying picks the kill off before anything can happen. Solo middle feed, taking a massive lead in this game. Puck tries to dodge the Illuminate. Just didn't happen. She takes a lot of damage. Bounty Hunter, Undying looking like they want to go round the back. This Illuminate might actually get a kill, although she's regenning very heavily, and she almost gets taken out. Tainted round the back. One right click will do it. The Forgotten Fury with the Breathe Fire gets it round the back. Kulgan still just hiding. He can't do anything. Still doesn't have money for his TP. Up goes the Gravestone. They're going to be taking this tower back. The entirety of BK are trying to respond. They have the Batrider with the Invis Rune and Phantom Lancer. They don't know they're there. I think they don't have a clue, and if they dive under, they can quite easily pick up a kill. Forgotten Fury and the Dragon Knight gets the last hit. Nice play by him. Here comes Uncle Fester. Invis and on fire, so he's going to be walking around, and Kulgan, nice telekinesis, catches free. They're going to be picking off a few kills here, surely. Valink's trying to run away. Batrider gets a double kill in that fight. Tainted actually manages to get one. Forgotten Fury versus Panda. Is Panda going to be able to get away? Yes, he is. Another kill goes to BK. Sorry, Giant around the back manages to get a kill. Uncle Fester latches him. It looks like Giant's going to be dying now. He's going to do everything he can to survive, but nice blocking by the Batrider. He's going to keep spamming that sticky napalm. He has his Firefly up in a few seconds. Isn't going to be enough. Valink's TPing in. Are they going to dive the tower? Uncle Fester really wanted to, but he couldn't afford to. Now the Undying came back, and BK do get a good fight out of that. That's what they needed to do. They needed to turn around some fights. They managed to. A nice play to manage to get a few more kills. They need to start relying on these heroes a little bit more than they are. They try and dive the puck. They're not going to get the puck. Almost certainly not going to get the puck. They just give her a little bit of money, and then she's just gonna walk off. She's still not level 6. As soon as she can get to level 6, they can really start causing some problems. But they need to get her there ASAP. Batrider on 402 looks like he's just going straight for his blink dagger, but in mid, Tainted. Here comes the Batrider, Uncle Fester again. He's going to pick up surely a few kills. Tainted round the back. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get away. Actually, he will be able to get away. Tinker the only one to fall, trading for the puck. That's what. That's pretty much what they wanted. Although Valinx has to pop the Flesh Golem just to be able to get away from that one. And just a 1-for-1 trade, but they trade a puck for a Tinker. Kind of probably what they wanted. BK. They don't want to give away any free kills, and any amount of kills they can give to this Batrider at this stage, or get him any assists, will help a lot because he has his blink dagger now. Very, very important that he pick that up as soon as he can. It doesn't look like any of the runes have actually spawned. The illusion rune was picked up by Keeper. And just waiting for the next one. But a blink dagger finally up on Uncle Fester after 13 minutes. You can see the power of this Batrider. They know that Tainted's there. I'm not entirely sure how they know Tainted's there. They don't have a clue. Now they'll know just because he's tracked puck. And the few kills at the beginning, track kills, will flick open the gold, and we can see that that's the reason that SMF are so far ahead. Is those track kills going their way. Very, very important. The XP graph almost shows the same story, but it's dipped a lot back in favour again of BK. But in goes Uncle Fester. He's going to get the kill on Valinx before it even starts with that blink dagger. Puck, really nice play, managing to get away. Is Tainted going to be able to? No, the telekinesis and everything being used on him. They managed to get the kill on him as well. Really, really nice play by BK, doing what they need to get back into this game, leaning on this Batrider pretty much with his amazing initiation with the blink dagger. And this is why you never give away a Batrider in mid. He's so strong. There's pretty much nothing that SMF can do about it. He picks up a double damage rune now, so he's going to be able to bottle himself up. Kulgan getting a little bit aggressive, walking up onto the high ground. I don't think he quite wants to be there. But Dragon Knight's farm is still very good, but it's just not as it's getting caught by Uncle Fester at a pretty good rate, actually, just with the amount of kills that he's able to get. Dragon Knights went straight for an armlet, so that'll give him survivability, quite a lot of it, but it won't let him stack the ancients like you get from the from that Helm of the Dominator, which is why it's so good on Dragon Knight. You can stack those ancients for when you're ready to flick on dragon form, elder dragon form, and just jump in there and get all of them with the splash damage. Uncle Fester is going to catch Valinx, though. He has a blink dagger. Is he going to go for it? No, he doesn't. He's actually going straight round for ha while he's tracked up. Here they actually the one that's being tracked up, they're not going to be able to get Tainted. They don't have any vision of him, and a fight's going to take place in the water, almost certainly. Uncle Fester surely has to blink in now and just dive them, but the gravestone being put up, they're going to get the double kill anyway, just because of Puck, the amount of damage he can bring in. Now the lasso on Giant. Giant's going to die. Surely, no, because Tainted round the back manages to pick off a support or two. And that's very, very important. The Tainted managed to do that because the supports were doing so much damage. He's going to get Kulgan as well. Kulgan not aware. The Janata strike doing so much damage with the phase boots, and he gets a double kill. 3 supports fall for BK, and they really didn't want that at this stage. They needed that fight to go well. It looked like it was going to go their way. It just fell off a little bit at the end. Tainted still hanging around, wants to pick up Puck, but they've put down the sentry. They're going to silence him. Are they going to dive? I don't think they can, because Uncle Fester didn't have the lasso up. If he had the lasso, that was a surefire kill. But still just free farming this top lane, trying to do as much as he can. He's catching up with the Dragon Knight, but he's still about 1,000 behind. Forgotten Fury on 1.6k of gold. And he's doing very, very well. He's farming exceptionally fast, and they need to keep that up if they're gonna beat because at the end of the game is gonna have a much, much better time. If we flick over to Larsis and Denies, we can actually see that that Phantom Lancer is pretty far ahead on Larsis. Actually 7 ahead of Forgotten Fury, but it's the track kills that have meant Forgotten Fury has this much farm, as much farm as he does. Sitting on 1.8k of gold, and that's quite a lot. And there's been a lot of lag in this game from both teams. Very, very strange that would happen. There have been a lot of pauses, yeah. It's weird. It's really weird. The DelotA client is just having a little bit of a mare, and I think Phantom Lancer might be going straight for a Radiance. Very odd pickup, but he's not bought any of his Diffusal Blade yet, and he's sat on 3k gold. He could buy the thing straight out pretty much if he wanted to, almost. 100 gold and he'll be able to buy a Diffusal Blade, so he obviously feels like Radiance is a better choice against the Bounty Hunter and said, yeah, most entertaining stream since Toby1 discovered the black hole, and I will obviously concur with that, because this has been a very, very exciting stream. It's been about 30 minutes, and no, it's been about 50 minutes, sorry, and we have so far streamed 16 minutes of our game. I apologise for the amount of time this is taking. It truly is taking an awful long time. We will be cutting the first bit out from our VOD, obviously. We won't put you through all of that when it gets back to it. We'll be chopping out these pauses. But for the live stream, we have to keep them in, obviously. And both teams are ready, it seems. We are going to go. Hopefully, no more pauses for this game. Hopefully, everything will be okay from now on, and we'll get no more lag, and we'll get no more bugs or anything strange like that. So Forgotten Fury's still just farming up, trying to do as much as he can. He's gonna keep going at top. They're gonna be able to deny this tower as well. So with that tower denied, Uncle Fester thinks that he can go for the dive. They know he's there. Who's gonna get caught out of position? Tainted is very slightly out of position, but they don't have anything with which to see them, so they're just gonna back straight off. Uncle Fester now finished up his Vanguard. It's gonna help him a lot against the Bounty Hunter. And ha, still just jungling. What is he going for? He must be going for Radiance. I cannot see any other reason he would be going so heavily into absolutely nothing. They might be going maybe for the gank. Tainted hanging around. They don't know he's there. He could two-shot Kulgan if he wanted to. He could just whack him with the Janada, and then the Q will get him, but he'll get caught out by the rest of the team. But Panda in a massively bad position. They're going to catch Panda out. They've gone for the dive. The Janada any second will get the kill. There's no way that Batrider can help. There's the kill on him. They're going to actually dive the Keeper of the Light while that's going on, so they're trading supports. Uncle Fester with that Blink Dagger. Very, very nice. Now Velink's getting caught out of position. Are they going to be able to get him? The Tinker coming back in. Look at Tainted's damage. Getting another kill. And Puck right in the middle, getting soloed by Valinx pretty much. Nothing that he could do to get away from that. The Tinker actually gets the last hit. Uncle Fester still hanging around, but Uncle Fester on his own cannot do anything. Obviously going for the Radiance. Still hasn't bought anything up. Tainted having to back off as he has a haste rune. He really wants to kill Uncle Fester. He might be going right round the back to try and do it. Nice blink, and then the move by Uncle Fester as he knows he's tracked. He just pops his salve and walks off. And a nice trade again for solo middle feed. Just what they needed to do. They managed to pick off a lot more than BK did. Neither carry dying, but a lot more supports falling for for BK, sorry, and the track gold is going to be very, very big, and you can see that 3k going towards SMF, and they haven't had that many more kills. They've had 5 more kills, but the track does give a tremendous amount of bonus gold, so it's pretty much that's doing them. I mean, 100 extra gold on each kill for the allies, and 200 for himself. That's a ridiculous amount, especially with the amount of kills that they've actually able to get at this early stage. And this has been a very, very aggressive game, so well, saying that, actually not a lot of towers have fallen. 3 towers have fallen in the entire game. 2 going to BK. No, sorry, 2 going to BK and 1 going to SMF. So BK have the better of the towers, but SMF really are doing a lot better overall. And Tainted in the jungle with isn't going to get caught out. He's got his relic, so we can see he is just going straight for a Radiance. That is what he wants to go for. He's going to TP out as he thinks the gank is coming on him. He's going to TP somewhere completely different, down to bottom, to maybe continue farming, and Forgotten Fury really wants to try and take him out, but they need to keep Forgotten Fury pinned down, because if we go over to net worth, we can see he's still 1k ahead. Tinker has his boots now, boots of travel. That's going to be very, very annoying for Anywhere he tries to go, he's going to get caught out. Uncle Fester has an invis rune though. They're going to look for the gank. but they've seen them coming. It's the power of wards. They know they're there. No smoke being used by either team yet. The pings come out. They're not going to find them. Both of them have just teleported straight out of there. They wanted nothing to do with it. And then they're not going to find anyone, but it lets Ha get a little bit more farm though, which is kind of what he needs to do. He needs to keep farming as much as he can, make sure he can get that Radiance very soon, seeing that that's the path he's chosen to go on. He has a relic, he has 800 gold, so he's looking for about 500 more gold to finish off his Radiance, and he's walking over to the special shop, it seems. I'm not entirely sure why, or maybe he's just swapping over to mid to see if they can try and push them back a little bit, because there is a big push coming mid. They have an observer ward up, a sentry ward up, sorry. So if they want to go for a dive, Uncle Fester has pure vision of what's going on up on that high ground because of the observer placed here. And he could quite easily pick one of them off with his blink dagger and the lasso, just pulling them back. And you kind of expect if one of them gets slightly out of position, he's going to be looking for that, because that's exactly what he needs to do. Keep on farming. He's going to farm as much as he can, get that Radiance as fast as possible. He's going to have it maybe within, well, he's going to have it probably within a minute if he keeps farming at this rate. None of them are going to be able to stop him getting the Radiance now. He's going to be looking very, very fast, and we actually did see Uncle Fester get the dive, but the Shuriken toss surely is going to get him. No, nice bottling. Very nice bottling by Uncle Fester. Manages to get away. And they're not going to go for the dive on him, so he is just going to get away. Although, look at the damage that come out from Keeper and then Forgotten Fury right round the back. They managed to pick up the Rubik and the Puck. Panda gets away on like almost no HP, puts up wards and just walks off. So a 2-for-2 trade, and Batrider gets away on almost nothing. But they managed to do okay for themselves. That's not bad. Phantom Lancer still just farming up. He's almost got his Radiance. He's about one right click off of his Radiance now. He actually has it. So he's going to be sending that to himself. He's going to be TPing bottom, continuing his farm. There's his Radiance. He has it completed now. And very, very important pickup, because that's going to let them do a lot more in team fights, which is basically what they needed to do. And if any of you are getting the event, the Imber Battle.net versus Jambo is starting very, very soon. Unfortunately, it won't be because of how long this game has gone on. I might need to just send a message to both of them saying, unfortunately, this game has had a lot of pauses and such, so it will be starting a little bit later. I will be doing that at the nearest opportunity, but there's a little bit going on in mid, and Valence getting caught slightly out of position, but Batrider didn't have the lasso up, so he couldn't make anything of it. And and round the back we can see Tainted just hanging around, but the Radiance now, Radiance burn from that's 45 damage a second. That's a lot of damage, and it's exactly what they needed at this stage to be able to quell the amount of pushes and the amount of farm that this Dragon Knight has been getting. He's sitting on 9.9k, just farming the jungle. Now he has his Helm of the Dominator and almost has his BKB. As soon as he has his BKB, he's going to be an absolute force. It's going to be so difficult to deal with. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. There's been a little bit of nothing going on right now as they all just are content on farming. Farming in mid and just kind of trading blows. It looks like the entirety of BK might be looking to go up onto the high ground. That could be a little bit of a mistake. Although if the blink dagger comes off cooldown, he's going to be jumping in there very, very soon. Kulgan in a massively bad position, just gets comboed out straight away. One right click, actually, the Janada pretty much killed him. So the Bounty Hunter doing a tremendous amount of damage. He's picked up his Desolator as well as his Phase Boots, and that's a massive pickup at this stage. They just cannot deal with the Bounty Hunter doing the amount of damage that he's doing. And unfortunately, very, very quickly, I'm going to have to flick it over to... Okay, it seems like Imber has actually made the thing for me, which is very nice of them. Puck could get this killed very, very easily. One more right click will do it. Bounty Hunter manages to get the Shuriken. Puck uses the ultimate before they die. It's not going to really do much, although Giant getting caught out of position. Forgotten Fury right in there though. With the amount of damage he's doing, it's completely insane. Can he beat He's trying to armlet toggle. If can get one Q on him, he's going to get the kill. He doesn't manage to though. Tainted picking up so many kills, doing so well. It looks like Black Dev is going to be able to get away from Ha Ha Ha. Ha Ha doesn't have the movement speed. It doesn't have the purge that he would be getting otherwise. And Bounty Hunter comes out of Invis to try and take him on. Maybe a little bit of a mistake because the burn damage is going to get him. Ha 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 gets the kill on the Bounty Hunter. He popped out for pretty much no reason. And the tower is going to be going to BK now. Almost certainly don't have anything to defend it with. They have a Dragon Knight. He's completely out. He's at bottom, just kind of free farming. Phantom Lancer gets the tower. Forgotten Fury gets away on almost no HP, but now has a BKB. That's the important thing. If he can activate that BKB, he's almost completely immune. Uncle Fester has to waste a lasso on him just to lock him down, or he's just going to completely destroy them in the team fight. And Ha 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 still content and just jungling just farming up in the jungle, getting as much as he can, doing as much as he can. Hopefully he will be able to do pretty well for himself. And it looks like it's going to be a battle of the carries again, as neither team is really happy with pushing. So it's going to be it's going to definitely be just a carry battle. I'll just let Imber know now. Okay, so I've just let I've let Imber know. So that game between Imber and Jambo will begin immediately after this one, which is absolutely fine. And there is another game that's meant to be going on, but I can just let him know that he should be. No, maybe that game. No, that game can't actually continue because it's meant to be these two. And look at that, the last two being used for Forgotten Fury before he could pop his BKB. Now he's popped it. He's going to turn around, and the damage he's doing is ridiculous. He could pretty much take on this entire team. He is taking on the entire team. He gets a double kill by himself, and 4 of them actually end up dying at the end when Giant arrives and just starts spamming that those rockets. Very annoying, but the amount of damage Forgotten Fury is doing is completely ridiculous. He absolutely decimated this team in just a few hits, and you have to feel like SMF are going to be looking to push down this mid tower now. They have Tainted, they have a Giant up as well, so they could quite easily push into it if they want to. It doesn't look like they want to though. They're content in just staying back just because of the Phantom Lancer, although Giant is doing his best to push it. The rest of the team arrive now, although at this stage BK are back, so they're probably not going to be able to get this tower in the end. But this mid battle is very, very interesting. The amount of times that mid is being pushed by both teams, it's very strange, but we see it happen quite often. They obviously like it. The mid pushes both these teams while they let their carries farm. Ha 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 and Forgotten Fury just farming up as nicely, very, very nicely in fact. And the Chrysalis being brought up on Forgotten Fury. He's going to be looking for Daedalus next. That's going to give him an insane amount of damage. If he wasn't doing enough as it is, that's going to give him a game-winning amount of damage. And Tainted diving Puck. Tainted's going to get the kill. Another kill goes to Bounty Hunter against this Puck. Puck cannot do anything in this game. Giant just TPing him. They're going to now be looking to push. It's 4v5. If they all get down there now, they're going to take the kill. But look at Batrider coming in. He tries to get the Q off. The damage that's being done to him, though, Tainted just right-clicks him and gets another kill. Now that Batrider's down, they can really go for it. And Valinx is the one that's going for it most. He really knows that they can do it. He has a haste. Is he going to dive Kulgan? It doesn't look like he is. He just backs off. Tainted hanging around on the top of the river, and so's Black Dev. Black Dev trying to get a nice Illuminate. One Illuminate will get the kill. Is it going to hit him? No, very slightly off. Although Valinx coming around the back, they do manage to get the kill. Not before they kill the Bounty Hunter. But a 1-for-1, and Tinker buys his sheep stick. That's going to be huge. Now that he has that sheep stick, he can completely disable anybody on this team. Finally, this mid tower looks like it's going to fall. No, it's not, as the counter push comes out, and that's what we're talking about. The amount of counter push this team has is pretty insane with a Puck and a Shadow Shaman. So they keep their mid tower again, but it looks like they might be losing their bottom one. Ha ha ha, completely out of mana. One more right click will do it. In comes the Tinker with the sheep stick. Now Uncle Fester trying to do something, but Forgotten Fury has so much damage. If he can get a stun off, he's going to die. Panda coming around the back. Forgotten Fury decides that's enough. He's going to back off. Are they going to be able to catch him? He's so fast, it doesn't look like they are. And Giant getting caught by the Hex. Forgotten Fury has to go back in. Activates the BKB. 2 shots. Panda is going to 2-shot Kulgan as well. He does. He gets a double kill on his own. And now it looks like Puck's going to die. Puck does die to the Tinker. And They cannot kill Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight is absolutely destroying them. He's turned out to be a very, very nice pickup. This PL has been able to do nothing in this game. He went for the quick Radiance, but it just hasn't helped him whatsoever. And now they're going to push this mid tower. They really want it to go. They know that they can get it to drop now. It's on about 100 HP. A few right clicks will do it. Here they go. Tinker just spamming those very, very annoying marches. So try and eat these creeps alive. Bounty Hunter does get the tower, and they just back off once again, but solo middle feed taking a massive lead in this game, and now Tinker can just push wherever he wants, push absolutely everywhere. The Ha has now arrived. He's going to be looking to try and take down Giant, but without any sort of mana denial. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get him, because Keeper's coming around the back. Here comes Valinx and the Bounty Hunter as well. Tainted is going to be there. They're missing the Bat Rider at top, so if they want to go for the dive, they can, because Bat Rider's not here, and Bat Rider's the one that's doing everything. Tainted looks like he's going to be picking up Puck. No, he's going to get caught out. He actually dies. They were all there. He wasn't expecting it. He thought he'd be able to pick up the puck quicker, but very nice reactions. It let them get the kill. Forgotten Fury round the back. Actually gets caught out by the lasso. Maybe they're going to be able to take out Forgotten Fury. This is exactly what they needed. They are going to be able to get Forgotten Fury. He falls. Can they get the rest of them? They get Keeper. Now they're looking for Valinx. Valinx dies. A 4-for-0 for BK. Just what they needed at this stage, because there was absolutely no way that they were going to be able to deal with Forgotten Fury if they let him farm anymore. And a Giant just still pushing, though. He's the only one alive, but he can really push every single part of the map, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's really doing a very, very good job. He couldn't do anything in that fight, though, so it's just quite unlucky that he couldn't get in there and help them, although he probably would have just died, because the initiation from BK was perfect in that fight. They did everything they needed to do. They got the kills. And doesn't look like they are actually content in pushing. They've got nothing to push with. That's the problem. They've got such a nice team, but the amount of counter push that SMF has, we were talking about it at the start. They can't push really until they have everyone just full HP and mana, until they have this Phantom Lancer much more farmed. He's going for a Heart of Tarask. He's about 1,000 away, 900 away from his Heart of Tarask, so he's going to have that very, very soon. And as soon as he manages to pick up that Heart of Tarask, he's going to be a lot more survivable, a lot stronger, and his illusions as well are going to be able to survive a lot more. So Radiance into Heart of Tarask from him, as opposed to Diffusal Blade, which is what we see normally. And I think Diffusal Blade may have probably been a little bit of a better choice. He just doesn't want that Bounty Hunter being able to get away, and the Radiance burn does kind of secure kills against the Bounty Hunter, so that's what they're going for there. And Haha still just farming up. He only needs probably to clear this wave, and then he's got his he's actually finished his Radiance completely. So, but the ganks coming up. Colgan invisible and Tainted invisible. They're both invisible. Are they going to go for it? It doesn't look like they are. Ha coming around the back. Can they start on Black Dev? They can. He's slightly out of position, although the rest of the team does arrive now. They dive Black Dev. They kill him before anything else can start pretty much. They don't actually get it quite yet. They finally get it because of the Radiance. It looks like they might just want to back off, because Giant is there using all of his stuff, although Tainted gets caught right by the Sentry Ward. He gets pulled back in by the Bat Rider. They get another kill. Now they dive into the middle. Here comes Forgotten Fury. Can he do enough damage? He destroys Pand in a few hits. Now turns onto Rubik. He's going to easily get him. One more right click will do it. There it is. Is he going to turn around and try the rest of the team? It doesn't look like he is. It's probably a good choice, because they're going to absolutely destroy him if he tries it. No, he is going to go for it. He stuns the Bat Rider. 2 shots, gets an ultra kill. He's going for the Rampage. If he can chase down Ha, he's going to get him. He has the stun in 1 second. Is he going to stun? Is he going to get the Rampage? That's the question. There it is. Rampage goes to Forgotten Fury. BK Festa comes to join in as well. He looks like he might be dropping. Armlet Toggle will get him. No, the right click is enough. Popping the Firefly as well. And he gets the Rampage, but he immediately dies. Valinx not on a lot of HP. If the Bat Rider can come around the back and blink on him, he's going to get the kill. But he's got 2.3k, so he has his Demon Edge. Plus, he'll now have the rest of his Daedalus as soon as he respawns in 60 seconds. And YOLO being called by Forgotten Furies, he gets the Rampage and goes for more kills on very, very little HP. So shout outs all over the place from these teams. They like having fun, and that's what we like to see. But Daedalus finally purchased on Dragon Knight. What he goes for now is entirely up to him. He might just be saving for the buyback in case they actually drop him again. And but I feel he can buy something because he can easily get the money for buyback up in any fight. I'm just going to have a quick look at what's happening. Okay, it does actually, unfortunately, it does look like Imber Battle.net versus Jambo has had to start. So we will not be able to stream that, unfortunately, for all you guys. We will probably be streaming the winner of this game versus Pussy Patrol straight after this one in that case. And we do apologise for this game going on longer, but the Valve bugs really haven't helped us at all. We would have easily been able to fit this game in had it have started a little while ago. So that's quite unfortunate. But we will still be bringing you a game, and that's absolutely fine. We will be seeing who wins between Imber and Jambo, and we will be, of course, streaming the final of the winners bracket between Imber and whoever manages to make the final with them. So Tainted, look at him in mid, he's just taking out the puck again. One Shuriken will do it. Does he have the Shuriken? No! Nice play by Pand. They're going to get the kill on Tainted again. Surely they do. And Tainted falls. Valinx actually dives straight into the middle, maybe looking for something. It looks like Valinx might be getting taken out. The Keeper Illuminate really doesn't do a lot of damage at this stage. In comes Forgotten Fury. He gets lassoed. Do they have the damage to take him out while he has BKB? No, they don't. He pops the amulet. He turns around. The shackle on him after the BKB runs out, and he does drop. So they finally kill the Dragon Knight. He bites straight back in though. Uncle Fester doing a lot of damage around the back with his Firefly. They managed to pick a few more off. Keeper of the Light actually gets a double kill and all of that. Ha ha ha, chasing him down. Doesn't have any sort of mana. If he pops that Forgotten Fury, he's going to kill him, so he has to run away. And nice play by BK again, managing to kill Forgotten Fury for another time. They just keep killing him at this late stage after he's done so well on farm. And this is the sort of time they needed to be able to keep taking him down. They are taking him down very, very well, and the game is back on. But this is what we're talking about, the stacked camps. He's going to keep stacking them now with his Helm of the Dominator, and the more he stacks, and he does manage to stack it against, that's an awful lot of stacks, he's going to have a lot of money waiting for him as soon as he pops his Elder Dragon form. He doesn't even want to. He's just going to go straight for it now. He doesn't even care. He's just going to take all of this money. And it is an awful lot of money. He's going to have almost enough to get his buyback back, but he's not going to have it for another 4 minutes. So if they kill him, then's the time to push. But it looks like Dragon Knight's just going to be playing defensively until he can actually get back into this, get this buyback ready again, because they don't want him dying in a fight like he did just then. Went a little bit Rambo, actually ended up getting killed, and that really didn't help them. So he got an awful lot of money from that, for about 800, maybe over 800 gold just from that. So he's made it back all the money he got from buying back and then rushing back into the fight. And what happens now is really up to the teams. I mean, you have to say that SMF, it looks like they have not as strong a late game as BK, just because of this Phantom Lancer and the Batrider being able to go through BKB. The haste being picked up on Forgotten Fury. Is he going to dive straight into the middle? Doesn't look like he is. Maybe they're actually going to go Roche. They are going to go Roche. Forgotten Fury wants to Roshan, so he's going to be going straight in there. The Puck Orb actually sees them very slightly. Are they going to back off, or are they actually just setting a trap? They're not going to back off. It doesn't look like they're setting a trap either. Forgotten Fury just wants to rush it as soon as he can. Batrider hanging around on the high ground. Is he going to go for it? No, the team actually backs off. No trap set. Nothing's going to happen. A little bit of harassment, and that's about it. But are BK going to counter Roche in response to this? They probably could. If Ha 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 wanted to take it, they could probably get one. Tainted hanging around, making sure they don't do that. Making sure they can't get the counter Roche and pick it up now that he's been hit a few times by the Dragon Knight. Forgotten Fury just goes back to farming, doing what he does best. Phantom Lancer looks like he wants to get Giant. Giant maybe in a little bit of a positional disadvantage here, because the lasso hits him. He's not going to be able to TP out of that whatsoever. He's going to drop. Batrider gets the last hit, just what they needed. Batrider gets a Sange, so he's gone for that movement slow. Now they want Roshan. Now they want to go for him. Maybe. No, again they back out. Both teams content and just farming at this stage. Looking at top, Ha Ha Ha, still just farming the jungle with his illusions. And yeah, both teams doing a good job of farming, but you have to say that just farming for this long is maybe a little bit of a mistake. I mean, there's no reason for them to just keep farming, especially since this Dragon Knight is so far ahead. If they engage in a team fight now, they're going to win it just because of the Dragon Knight. They need to do something like that because they can't let this Phantom Lancer keep farming. If Phantom Lancer keeps farming, he's almost caught up on net worth. As soon as he does catch up on net worth, as soon as he picks up a butterfly, that's when it's going to be a massive problem for Dragon Knight, because a butterfly against him is going to be an absolute nightmare for him to deal with. He's going to have nothing against it. He hasn't picked up MKB. Just farming every single camp at the same time with his Radiance burn. It looks like he's actually porting down bottom, so he's seen a little bit of an opportunity there for him to farm the creeps as opposed to farming the stacks in the jungle. And yeah, there he goes. They're all actually going into the jungle. Do they have a smoke or something? Are they going to smoke up? They have a dust. They have 2 dusts, but no smoke. So they're just hanging around. Do they want a Roshan? They've all grouped up for some reason. They obviously feel like they do have smoke. It was in the courier. Here they go. They're going straight into the jungle. They don't have a clue. They want to get Forgotten Fury. They're going to go around the back to try and pick him up. Uncle Fester is going to initiate. Now they know where he is because they've seen him from the creeps. They're going right round the back. They're not going to be able to catch him up. Forgotten Fury is pretty fast. And even with the smoke, they don't have the move speed. Now they're going to try and rotate top. They know where they are. They're all smoked up. They don't have a clue. They catch Forgotten Fury in no man's land before he can pop the BKB. He is going to fall very fast. There he goes. They get another kill. A nice smoke gank. Puck going straight into the middle, catching Valinx in the ultimate. Valinx just tries to break it straight away, but he gets sheeped. He's going to die. They take another kill. This is what BK need to do. They're getting back into this game very fast. Giant hanging around in the low ground, but they're not going for him. They're going for Black Dev. The push back. There's the slow. He's got the Sanj as well, Batrider, so he's going to be slowed a tremendous amount. They get a triple kill for ha. Exactly what they needed to do. They play it perfectly. They get 3 kills, including the Dragon Knight, who cannot buy back, I don't think. He can actually buy back, is ready. And he's picked up a TP scroll just for when he does buy back, if he ever needs to. Are they going to go for pushing mid, or are they just going to keep farming? Because ha is getting there, and he is going to win in this game if this carries on. He actually has enough money for his for one of his parts. They're going for Roshan now. It looks like they are almost certainly going to go for Roshan. They've put up the sentry ward in case Tainted comes around the back, and it looks like ha wants to pick it up. If he can pick it up, that's going to be huge. He has his butterfly. He's finished his butterfly. He's sold his TP scroll. He wants it. They're not going to be able to do anything against it. They don't have Dragon Knight up for another 20 seconds. Ha is going to have a Roche as well. So this going very well all of a sudden for BK. If we flick up the XP graph, it's still in favour of SMF, and the gold even more so. But this Phantom Lancer absolutely dominating the game now that it's got late. And this is what we were talking about. Dragon Knight just isn't a good counter for him late game. And now that he has a butterfly as well, massive problems on the team of SMF, because now they just can't counter him whatsoever. And especially now that he has Roshan, they can push when they feel like it's necessary. They don't have to wait around. As soon as they pick up another kill, they're going to go straight for the towers and maybe pick up another one. That's what they're looking for. They really want to take these towers down as soon as they can, because now they have an opportunity to really start to win this game and to turn it around. Uncle Fester has the Heaven's Halberd, so he's picked that up pretty much just against Dragon Knight. If to stop that splash, to stop that annoying Elder Dragon's form, and that's going to be very effective against him. If they actually manage to get him, Observer Wall gets placed. They think they can see Phantom Lancer. They can't see Phantom Lancer. If they decide to go up there, they're not going to get anybody. Well, no, they know that now because the illusions are just standing still. So they've decided to push mid instead. Are they going to be able to use their Dragon Knight in this fight well enough? Because he's been caught out so many times. You feel like they've just got nothing. The entirety of BK come to defend. If they can pick 1 or 2 of them off, they're going to get an easy kill. Giant's actually teleporting right into the middle of them. Immediately blinks out. Nice play. He needed to get that one right, or else they would have jumped him immediately, and the Radiance burn would have cancelled that blink dagger. So nice play by him. Uncle Fester going into the jungle. He knows who he wants to pick up. He wants to pick up Valinx. They know he's there. They decide not to in the end. They just walk off. And once again, it just goes back to farming, or maybe not. They actually have smoke. They've smoked up. They want to go bottom. They want to pick off Valinx and try a push, but they're going to catch Forgotten Fury first. Forgotten Fury in the jungle. Now he doesn't know they're there. They know he's there. They catch him. Immediate jump on him from everybody. They get the kill again on Forgotten Fury. This is just what they need to do. The puck with the ulti. Really nice play. They're going to pick up Giant so fast. Now they jump Valinx. Valinx pops the pipe, but that's not going to be enough. As soon as they catch him with any sort of slow, he's just going to immediately die. There is the slow. They've jumped him. He's died. Now they look on pushing. They picked up 3 of them for absolutely nothing. And Dragon Knight just bought a Hyperstone. He doesn't have buyback. They have 60 seconds to do whatever they want. They're going to be diving the tower, almost certainly. They might even be going for another one. Neither of them have buyback. If we flip over the buyback status, you can see the only person in the game with buyback right now is Ha, who is sitting on an awful lot of gold, 2,500, as well as the amount of farm he's been able to get. He has skyrocketed, and this is the power of PL. He had a really bad start, a terrible start, in fact. Dragon Knight was getting massively ahead of him, but he still managed to take him out, and they're going for the racks. They're not stopping there. They want more. They sense that they can get it. Batrider blinks in. They want to go for a kill. There's nothing there for them to be get, because the entirety of SMF are just backing off. There's no one there. There's nobody they can get. Tainted coming around the back just tracks the puck. That's not going to do anything. It looks like they're going to be getting a Rax unless they hold off for over 16 seconds, but they're almost certainly not going to. 1 Rax is going to fall, and it goes to BK. That is not what we were expecting, but they just didn't use the Dragon Knight early enough, and Phantom Lancer has gotten into the game, and he's really done very well. They now back off. Now that's been done. Tainted hanging around. Does Tainted want to go for the dive? He does. They pop the dust. They're going to get him. They've actually all jumped him. All the ultis have been used, minus Batrider, and they pick up another kill. He even has a gem. So they're going to be picking that up now. Rubik picks it up. Forgotten Fury walking in. He wants more. Are they going to jump him? There's the Q from Ha. He pops the BKB. He turns around, destroys Puck. Ha, still right in the middle of them. 0 mana though. If they dive him, they're going to get the kill. Uncle Fester having around. He still has his Aegis. How long does he have it for? Is it long enough? It doesn't even matter. He gets another kill. Now he's diving Forgotten Fury. The shackle immediately cancelled. Ha's going to get brought down. He had the Aegis. He's going to be coming back. Kulgan. Is Kulgan going to go and help him? It looks like he surely is. Doppelwalk being used. They're going to get Forgotten Fury. The Phantom Lancer. Way too much damage. Forgotten Fury gets the triple kill, but not enough. He still doesn't have buyback after dying, and Forgotten Fury. No, Ha gets a triple kill of his own, and he can push solo now. I think the pings are coming out, actually. They don't want him to push. They want him to back off, but he's level 25. He's miles ahead of Dragon Knight on farm now. If we flick it over to net worth, he's 7k ahead. Absolutely ridiculous amount of farm he's been able to get over the course of these last few minutes. Maybe he's going to go for Roshan again. He doesn't actually. It's not up at all. It's going to take a very long time for Roshan to be back up. He's just going to go and defend. But the first Rax goes to BK, and that's very important in this game. Now they can give their Phantom Lancer space to farm, give him freedom, give him what he needs. He's got 6.5k in the bank, and he can spend an awful lot of it if he wants to get some. If he wants to get another item. He does pick up another item. It's a Demon Edge. So what is he going for now? Maybe he's going for an MKB. Maybe he's going. Maybe he's going straight for something like a Divine Rapier. That'd be crazy. Picked up a Divine Rapier, but there's just no way they can kill him. They've got absolutely nothing to take him out. What's Ha going to buy? He's going back to the secret shop. He walks straight past it. So maybe it is just going to be an MKB, and he's not going to go for anything too over the top. It looks like he might actually want to just try a dive. No, Tainted hanging around. Tainted manages to get the Q on him, and Doppelwalk isn't going to do anything because he's tracked up, and they know that, so if he gets anywhere close, they're going to want to look for a dive, but they try and dive Giant. The recall gets used. He does actually get attacked by Uncle Fester. Really nice play, blinking in and hitting him with the flame break to cancel the recall. Tinker gets dropped again. 90 seconds he is out for, and he doesn't have buyback. That's not what they want whatsoever. Tainted hanging around in the jungle does have a double damage rune, but they're going to push top now. They have Ha. Maybe they're going to actually flick into the jungle because they have that gem. Which one of them picked it up? It was Puck. So Puck has a gem. If they go into the water, they're going to find Tainted. If they come around here, they might find Tainted. If Tainted isn't quite aware of the fact that they actually picked up his gem and kept it on Puck. Tainted hanging around. Is he going to go for it? He is. They're going to see him. Puck's going to see him at least. Puck just blinks immediately out. And now the dive. They don't see him. Puck actually backed off, so they couldn't jump around and get him. They're just going to push now. They know that Tainted is behind them, and Tainted cannot come from behind because of that gem. And now they're going straight for the Dragon Knight, Forgotten Fury. There's the lasso. They've pulled him away. Do they have the damage to take him out before the lasso finishes? No, they don't. Although he's just been immediately hexed and shackled. Forgotten Fury taken out before the game even starts. He managed to pop his BKB, but it did nothing. Now Valinx right in the middle gets dropped. Tainted looks like he's going to get dropped. He is. They have the puck ulti. They take him out. They pick up the gem. They retain it. And BK taking the lead in this game. They're going to be going for the win. Is Black Death going to fall? Yes, he is. And now they go straight for the center racks as well. None of them have buyback. The status, let's have a look. Nope, none of them do. Only Keeper of the Light, and Keeper of the Light on his own can do absolutely nothing. Now Tinker's back. Is Tinker going to dive into the middle? It's very, very unlikely. Tinker's just trying to defend from this push they have at bottom. While, he's going to get dived. He's going to get caught out. Giant gets dropped as well. And it looks like BK are on a massive, have a massive advantage. They could be taking the win. The GGs come out from BK. And it's all over. It looks like it's all over. They have actually taken him. There's no GGs actually come out quite yet from no GGs from solo middle feed. So maybe they don't feel like it's over, and there's no reason why they should. If they can get back soon, they can get back before the ancient drops. Then just never give up. There's no point. And Undying doing everything he can to annoy them, or the Batrider's just going to take him out before anything even comes of it. They have to wait 18 seconds, 17 seconds for the Dragon Knight. He's what they need. They take Valinx and Black Dev. They dive them both. This is wasting a lot of time. They need to be jumping on this Ancient before Dragon Knight gets back. They can't. Dragon Knight is going to be back before they finish. Haha, trying to take out Valinx. Valinx is going to easily get away from it. No, he's not, because Uncle Fester actually does have that Blink Dagger, you have to remember. Nice Flame Break. Valinx gets dropped. Double kill to Ha. Here comes Forgotten Fury on Uncle Fester. Although there's the Heaven's Halberd we were talking about, completely disabling him. Triple kill goes to Ha. Can he actually get any hits? He can. He gets one kill, Forgotten Fury. Ha. Still looking for more, though. He really wants to get the kills. Uncle Fester picks up the gem. The Ancient's getting destroyed. No GG's still coming out. A really nice play by Uncle Fester. Gets Forgotten Fury onto that ground. He's not going to drop, though. Almost certainly not. But the Ancient is. It's all over. And BK surely take the win. There's the pop of the Fortify, but it's not enough. The GG's now called as the Ancient drops. Nice, what an amazing game. That was so good to watch. But BK take the win. Commiserations to solo middle feed. They played very, very well through the entire game, but they just couldn't handle Phantom Lancer, and we have seen once again the power of Phantom Lancer in this meta. He is impossible to deal with. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you Pussy Patrol versus BK right now. The lobby will be immediately set up, and we'll jump straight into that. We apologise for how long this game has taken. I am Just Delicious. I am signing out. Goodbye. We'll see you in a second.